Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you how to do dressage in Start Stable, more specifically the Equestrian Festival dressage, so Dressage Mastery. I did make a guide video last year, but I saw that people are still wondering about how to do it, so I wanted to do an updated version. So if you're having any trouble, make sure to just watch this video. I hope this video helps you, and if you enjoy, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And now let's get into it. So first you obviously have to do the introductory quest for dressage, and it's honestly really easy because it shows you exactly where you have to go. So I do recommend just doing it to kind of get the feel of things and to kind of remember exactly where you have to go, because that can also be a little confusing. And also just take a look at what gates you have to have where. And once you're done with that, we are going to try and do the dressage training. The dressage training still has arrows on the ground, but I'm just gonna explain a little bit with arrows and then without, so that you're gonna know exactly what to do where. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, first up we're gonna just check how to do the route. This is not the same arena, but it's fine. So we're starting here, and then we have to walk for a little while. I'm so sorry, I cannot draw straight lines. Then over here we're gonna have to trot. I don't remember all of the gate changes, I'm so sorry. Then you have to trot over to here, and the game is automatically gonna stop you and you're gonna bow. Then we have to, I think, trot over here. We're gonna go to the left, and then over here we're gonna have to do this diagonal line over to here. Over here we're just gonna go to our right, and we're just gonna have to go to, I guess, this side over here, and then we're gonna have to do a half circle, not a half circle, but like, you know, this is a big circle. It goes over, I guess, the whole parameter of the arena, and this one is like half. And then we have to go to the middle. We're gonna cross to the other side and over here, and I remember here you have to walk, but you basically have to do another half circle. My gosh, I'm gonna change the color. Probably should have done this from the beginning, but anyway, here you have to go to the other side, into the middle. Here you're gonna have to canter, and you're gonna have to do a big circle. Okay, this is not a circle, this is an Easter egg, but it's fine. And after you're done with the circle, the only thing you have to do is to, I guess, go back here, go to the middle, and go to like the center and bow. That's basically the route. Did I draw it in the best way? Definitely not, but you know, if you have any trouble, I guess this is what you have to do. I don't think I can really like draw everything. Like, even if I were to draw different colors, I feel like it would just all overlap. Also, I did take this picture from Star Stable Dressage just because I couldn't find any other ones. This is not the same arena as the one in Jorvik Stables, though I feel it might only be flipped. But anyway, this is the basic route that you're gonna take. Also, a little life hack: if you get a penalty, don't panic. They can be taken off, and even if you get a penalty, or if the game says that you're doing something wrong, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna fail. And you know, just don't let it get to you, I guess. You're gonna see me fail in the dressage training a few times because I literally logged on, did the 3 like dressage routes, and yeah, I still remember it from the last year, which is pretty nice, but I did like mess up with dressage training a little bit in the beginning, so just don't really, I guess, take it to heart or anything. Okay, let's just get into it now. So we're gonna do the dressage training. And honestly, okay, first of all, I really like that we get this really beautiful bouquet from the, like, just the initial quest. I love it. So the beginning is really easy. You just have to walk and then trot. And okay, don't look at the beginning, okay? I kind of messed up. Star Stable did decide to like take off your penalties this year, which is really nice. So in the beginning, you don't even have to stop, nothing, because the game automatically stops you. First is walk, then it's trot, then you just have to bow. Oh my gosh, don't look at the beginning, okay? This was the second time this year that I was doing dressage. But yeah, just follow the arrows on the ground. My little life hack in regards to changing gates, I guess I didn't do it perfectly here, is to rotate camera to the side. Like this, and as soon as your horse like steps into the green circle, you just change the gates. So the green circles are if you're gonna have to change the gates, and if the circle is gray, you're just gonna have to continue. Now if we look at what circle we're gonna have to do, I guess you can already kind of see it, but if I just pause, you can, okay, again, I don't really know what these things are called in dressage, so I'm just gonna call them separators because I remember that's what I called them last year. So we have P and we have F, and in between P and F there are 3 separators. There's 1, 2, and 3, and you can kind of see that the circle, like the parameter I guess on the side, goes up to the second, or I guess the middle separator. So when you're gonna be doing circles, you're gonna aim for the middle separator, and then obviously I'm just talking about later on when there's not gonna be any arrows on the ground. When you come to the middle, just kind of go into the line, I guess. And then for the other side of the circle, you're gonna do the same thing. You're just gonna go to, I guess you can't really go to the 3rd separator on this side, but just go as close to the edge as possible. And again, we're just gonna rotate our camera and change the gate. And we got the excellent, like, I don't know, points, I guess. And we have to change the gate again, rotate the camera, and you can see that we're getting a lot of, like, you know, excellent points, excellent scores, I guess. So here, I don't remember if we had to walk here last year, but it's pretty nice, pretty easy. Again, you just go to as close to the edge as possible, and then here we're just gonna go to the middle, and now we're gonna aim for the 2nd separator. You can kind of see that I literally cover it for the most part here, and after you're, like, you know, this close, just start going to the left here and kind of completing the circle. And after you're done with the 2 smaller circles, I almost feel like the hardest part is behind you. So yeah, we're just gonna continue walking, and then we're gonna have to change the gate because we see the green circle and it says trot. We're just gonna rotate the camera. As soon as the horse steps into the circle, we're gonna change the gate. So we're gonna do the same thing here, but we have to do yet another circle here, and we have to do another circle here. But again, it's pretty easy because we're pros and we know to look at the separators. And here we're actually gonna go to the 3rd separator. So we have B and R, 3 separators. We're just gonna go to the farthest one. And also, if you just look at the lines on the ground, you can see that you kind of have to create this, like, really small triangles between them. But honestly, again, just aim for the 3rd separator. Again, I kind of cover it here. I mean, not really, it just says excellent, and I think it's the word that's covering it. But again, just aim for the 3rd separator, and once you're in the middle, just go to the B, which is gonna be pretty easy. Now again, we just aim for the 3rd separator. We're coming for you like this. Here, I mean, I guess I kind of cover it when I go for it, but then in the middle, you just basically rotate, you go to the E, and you are basically gonna be done, which is pretty nice. Here, I think the last thing you have to do is just change the gates a few times. Again, we rotate the camera. And now we're just gonna have to trot, and then we're gonna be done. And after bowing, we're gonna be done. I did a few mistakes here, but I still think I did pretty well. It was not that bad, honestly. But now I don't know why I got a penalty here. I got an 85 out of 90. It's not a perfect score, but honestly, as long as you're gonna be done, it's fine. It's not like you get any less XP if you don't get the perfect score. And now we are gonna do the Dressage Mastery, which gives you 500 horse XP, which is really useful. So let's go do it. Also, another reason why you should do this is to get some points with the Baroness, because in the end you're gonna get a few rewards. I think you get a ribbon, but you might also get a cat, though I'm not completely sure. But anyway, let's get into how to do the Dressage Mastery without any lines or I guess arrows on the ground. We're gonna rotate our camera to change the gate, and again, you don't have to stop here. The game is automatically gonna stop you for the first bow, and I guess the second one also, so I wouldn't even focus on this. We're just gonna take a bow here, and now we're just gonna continue walking forward. I guess we're gonna change the gate, but you don't have to like go left to right here. Just, you know, the game is gonna position you in the best way. So I might have completely forgotten which way to go here, but Just keep looking around and you're gonna get it. Again, we're gonna change the camera angle to change the gate, and we got the excellent score because we're pros, you know. When you're cutting, just go over the line on the ground because, you know, it's pretty easy. Here we have to change the gate again. And oh, one thing that I forgot to say before, I really should have, but if you were looking at the arrows on the ground, there are blue arrows and green arrows, and you have to follow green arrows, and they almost overlap. But if you look at the green arrows, they actually don't cut as much. So honestly, just completely follow the lines on the ground. Don't cut corners, because that's where you're gonna get penalties and you're not gonna be able to, you know, kind of lose those penalties throughout your dressage, because that's gonna be a checkpoint that I guess you didn't cross. You're just gonna fail and you're gonna have to repeat the dressage over and over again. You've seen that I don't really cut corners, or at least I don't really intend to. So yeah, just closely follow the lines on the ground. Don't cut corners, because that's what's gonna make you fail. Anyway, let's continue on. So we're coming up to our first circle, and as I said before, okay, I did mess up while I was doing it, but we're gonna forget about this. We have 3 separators and we're gonna aim for the second one, and then on the other side where it's like the edge of the dressage arena, we're gonna aim for the edge. And then when we're in the middle, we're just gonna go over the middle. I did mistake this circle for the big one where you have to go for the 3rd separator, but just, you know, don't really mind me. You can really, yeah, here I was just like, I was even showing it like, yeah, you have to go there. And then I noticed where I was and I panicked, but it was fine. Yeah, I didn't really go close to the edge here, which wasn't good. And they even said don't give up, which, yeah, I won't. It's fine. Okay, and I did change the gate here really quickly just because I feel like I was going over, and I mean, the game didn't notice it for some reason, but it's fine. Again, for changing the gate, I feel like a broken record at this point. Just change your camera angle, and as soon as your horse steps into the circle, you're gonna change the gate. Here, again, we're just gonna go really close to the edge, and then on the other side, we're gonna focus on the 2nd separator. And then in the middle, of course, we're gonna focus on getting into the circle that's, well, in the middle on the line. We already know that because we are pros. And now we just have to walk all the way over there. I guess I did kind of cut a corner here, but I really don't recommend it because, again, if you cut a corner and you get a penalty, it's basically over because you can't get it back. Yeah, I was really cutting corners, huh? Okay, again, just one gate change, and then we're gonna have to change the gate to canter, and we are just going to do what we did before. So again, we have B and we have P. In between them there are 3 separators. We're gonna aim for the 3rd one. When we're in the middle, we're gonna aim for B, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you can just see that I'm just going for the 3rd separator. I did go a bit out. I feel like I should have been just a little bit to the left, but it was fine. It did show me the arrow on the ground, but that doesn't really count for anything. Like, it doesn't deduct your points. And also, if you look at the triangles my horse's body created on the ground, also, why does my horse look like that on the ground? Like, okay, whatever. They are a little bigger compared to before, so yeah, I definitely did a bit of a big circle, but it's fine just because it doesn't deduct any points. You don't get less points. And then we have the same thing over here. I feel like I did it a bit better. Like, the triangles on the ground were better. And after you're done with the large circle, you are basically done. You're just gonna have to change the gate once more. You're gonna have to bow, and that's gonna be it. I definitely didn't get the best score over here, and yeah, this turning was a bit bad, but I was pretty much done because I got so many penalties here for some reason. Because I mean, I guess I did mess up in the beginning, but it's fine. I got 81 out of 90, which honestly I feel like it's still pretty good. And I also remembered that last year there was this like life hack that you can basically do dressage if you just gallop, and I just wanted to try it out, and let's just see how it went. So I can't really say if this life hack still works or not. Just because I failed it doesn't mean that, you know, it's impossible, but for me I feel like it's just easier to do it the way I did before. But if you don't care about the score, you can basically gallop for the most part. Like, they are gonna add penalties, but I guess if you just do the circles correctly, it's gonna be fine. Maybe you can even gallop the bigger circle, and I feel like that would actually be a little bit easier, but I just didn't have the patience to do it now. So anyway, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to subscribe. But I'm gonna see you later with a very exciting video.